recharging lead. It's a rechargeable torch. So it's got a button to turn it on, and you can cycle through the brightnesses with the button. But it's also got another trick. If you long press on the button, it comes on as an area lighter. Now this is going to be really useful, especially for camping, because we can, without walking around, we can come back and just switch the torch to area lighting mode and get on with what we need to do in the tent. We'll probably still take an area lantern with us, but this will just make life just so much easier. There's also a magnet on the bottom, so you can magnetically stick it to a metal surface. If you've got a tent with metal poles, maybe you could stick it to that, or you could stick it to the inside of the car if you want to do something to the engine. So all in all, it's a really useful thing. Really good. Let's take it somewhere dark and see just how good the area light function is. Oh, just before I go, this little button here lights up red while it's charging and changes to green, I think, when it's fully charged. Certainly gives an indication anyway, and I expect it changes to red as the battery becomes flat. And to charge it, there's a sort of a water resistant cover here, and it's just a micro USB lead. They do supply a micro USB lead with it. Be careful when you're undoing this, by the way, because it's got one of those little rubber things that pushes it into a hole, and it's held on by a fat bit. And if you do what I did when I first undid it and pull it right out, it's really difficult to get it back in. So just be gentle when you're pulling that up to make sure that you don't pull it out too far. Here we are out in the garage, and if I can find the torch, it'll be just down here somewhere, and the button, long press, and on it comes. And you can see that it does give quite a reasonable amount of light, maybe not for reading by, but quite a reasonable amount of light for doing stuff. Certainly enough for getting dressed and undressed and making a cup of hot chocolate or something like that. I expect you probably could read by it if you kept close to it. So I'm really quite pleased with this, and it's going to be a very useful piece of a kit, and I think it's going to go in the car, because there it'll be in the right place for if we're going camping, because we normally take the car with us, and it'll be very useful for emergencies on the road. And of course I can recharge it from my phone charger in the car. Just for contrast, there's the torch spotlight. You can see it's quite bright, but it doesn't... let's have a look at this with the